Hello, friends. Welcome to yet another episode of Stock Analysis Series. This is the second episode. The first one was for Paytm, and this is for a company called IndiaMart Intermesh. This is a company which is involved into B2B business section where sellers and buyers, you know, can interact using the platform of IndiaMart. So, as we can see, after the IPO in 2019, this stock has given multifold return. The stock has given multifold return of somewhere around 700%, as you can see. After that, it made a high back in February 21, and from there, this stock has been going down and down and down, lost somewhere around 65% or 64% roughly. So today we will be trying to understand the technical aspect of what the price action is doing and what is its outlook in the short term plus in the longer term. So starting with the weekly time frame, as we can see on weekly, this is in an uptrend. If you find this high, it was broken here. After that, this low was broken here. A very minute downtrend, you can say. Post that, it has been making continuous upswings from here. This, then this. I would not consider this a very significant swing because it is hardly making any presence when you look the entire size of this swing. Or if somebody has the argument that we should consider this swing as well, so we can be analyze on that basis as well. So if you consider this swing, so this particular stock went into sideways up till October 81. After that, the momentum to downside has increased, and from this swing, it broke this particular swing, which is previous one. It is the higher low. It broke the higher low here, and after that, it has been making continuously lower swings. Right. So this is the story on weekly time frame. If we drill down to daily, we can see that if you compare the projection, of downswings from here, you see now this was very good momentum downswing. After that, this swing has been on a very large speed. The speed here was very high. That means the sellers or the panic sellers, you can say, were too much here. Why I'm saying panic sellers? Because the institutions which are already involved in this and already holding the stake, they won't be selling it much easily, right? So this is all mostly the retail traders which whose faith is shaken by some news or something like that. Once this swing was made, just notice the another leg of downswing, which is this. Now, when you compare this downswing to the previous one, there is clearly evident that there is lack of selling, right? This was very high projection compared to this. The speed and time, you see, for this particular swing is very much low. And once this swing was made, you compare it to further subsequent swings. Now this was our low made here. Sorry. This low was made here. And it was broken here on 20th of June. Yeah, 17th June. Okay, so this low, once broken by this swing, you just compare this, momentum of downswings. This particular swing hardly had any buyers in between. You see, very good momentum, high momentum downside. This too was having a mediocre momentum to the downside. But if you see after this point, we got buyers. In fact, the buyers were able to break this structure for a short time. That means this is the area where there are some things, some big guys who are pushing, who are just eating the distribution, getting my point, who are just eating the distribution of shares. Now, there is someone who is interested in buying in this area. So, if you compare with this swing, this entire swing is not straightforward. This entire swing is broken into multiple smaller swings. That means sellers are not having an easy time selling this stock here. If you see this, you see, as compared to previous downswing, this is the swing which is losing momentum on the seller side. Now, if you remove these drawings, okay, so this is the low which was broken here, right? Now, compare the latest swing, last swing. This is the last swing from here to here. And the latest swing just before going into a smaller uptrend is this. See, very, very small swing to the downside, right? Now, this particular high, which is a lower high, got broken to the upside on 5th of August. Sorry, maybe 4th or 5th. Yeah. So, if you measure the potential buying area, now once a new structure high has been made here, what do you expect? As per trading 618 system, once a new structure high has been made to the upside, we expect price to pull back. Correct? So where will the price pull back? Price will be pulling back in the area where are potential buyers sitting to take over the sellers. Now, what is that area? As per my system, that area comes near 61.8 golden ratio. As you can see, now let's drill down maybe to hourly time frame. As you can see, guys, this exactly touched 61.8 and has started moving upside with a great momentum today. Getting? Alright. So now we can say that this particular stock has moved from downward to uptrend. You see, on a 1 hour time frame, this is having multiple swings like this, but still it has broken this particular high, right? So what do we do next? We want a trade which is high in reward to risk, and having the potential or probability just above 50% to go up or to move into our direction of expectation. So what do we do next? As you can see, this swing on the lower time frame has almost reached one-to-one extension, right? Or in other terms, if you measure 127 extension, it will also come somewhere around close to this area. Okay. Now, if a swing to the upside or downside is able to complete a 127 extension, that means the flow to upside is good. The momentum to upside is good. So we may open a long position here. So what do we do now? If we drill down to further 15-minute time frame, I I will admit, that this was a failed, or maybe something I missed. I must have yeah, looked at it previously, because the best area for entry was this. Yeah, I must apologize that I have looked at this stock a one day later or couple of days later. So if you would have bought around 4100, roughly about 4100 in this area, or 4090, I think this would have been a best entry in terms of risk reward. You see, I'll tell you why. If you see further on 15 minutes, this was the last dancing. Lower high, new structure low. Now this lower high has been broken here. Now on that time frame, we want 61 retracement, which was here. That means our entry was here, stop loss was here. So if we would have been able to do that, now we would be sitting at break even. If not booked this profit, the profit target will be very much high. I'll show you and give you the glimpse of that. So this particular stock has started its uptrend. We cannot comment on the longer term aspect, but still on a short term, it has started moving quite nicely to the upside. Now, what is our next condition? Where do we get entry? Possible entry. Since this was missed, we can expect that this swing shows some correction. Oh, sorry. This swing from 41.46 to 42.99. This swing will be showing some retracement. And once it gives a retracement, and I still suspect that it will be going to 61. So our best case scenario will be, once the price, okay, what is this? Okay, once the price hits 50%, we should make an alert. Maybe on your charting time, charting software, you can set an alert. If it is, once this price comes to 50%, your stop loss will be coming exactly below this 41, 44. The first thing which trader must look is not the entry. It should be a stop loss position. What exactly is my losing aspect? How much I am standing to lose? So this is your stop loss. Entry will be a range. I don't think we will be able, once this momentum is to the upside, I don't think sellers will be able to push very much deep. So I would suggest you go with this area, and maybe if you are having certain amount, x amount, you can do x by 3 here, x by 3 here, x by 3 here, if price retraces, or if it starts to consolidate in this area, you can deploy all your money, which is allocation for this particular stock. So our entry will be in the area of 40, I'll give this 41, 78 to 42.25 roughly. And target, I won't be giving any target here, because if my analysis is true, then you will be having a quite good time with this stock. This is your stop loss, right? And if we go with a 1 to 1 or 1 to 5, it will be your stop. Your target will be around 43, 45, or 43 for 50. Now look at the time, another aspect of target. I am expecting that on higher time frame, this stock should at least do this. All right. And the intermediate target will be this. So this area will be target 1, 47.61, and this area for 50.75 will be target 2. So this area will be target 1 and this area will be target 2. If things go as I expect, target 2 should be met with these. So if you are opening this trade, then it won't be going like this. Forget about that. It will surely go like this. This. It may break some structure as well, but if price is moving as I expect, it will reach target like this. It should reach target like this. But of course, no market condition or no market instrument has obligation to just prove me right. But we are working with probability, so we put our stop loss here. Once our stop loss is here, we can expect some positive development from here. You see, if our entry comes out somewhere here in between, if we buy some here, buy some here, buy some here in 3-4 parts, then I think we will be getting a very good risk reward on this trade. Usually it is 14-15, but yes, it will be a good trade going forward. So before entering this trade, kindly do your own analysis and consult with your financial advisor. So this is what for this current stock I decided to do a technical analysis because it was showing a buying traction today. So if you feel that the content is good and adding some value to your overall knowledge, overall trading arsenal, then please subscribe this channel, share with your friends, and do post your comments. Thank you very much.